What if your memories are fake? What if your past never happened? What if the universe created you 5 seconds ago? Complete with false thoughts, false experiences, and false consciousness. This is not philosophy. This is physics. This is the Boltzmann brain. Ludwig Boltzmann was a physicist obsessed with entropy, disorder, probability. He believed the universe naturally moves toward a state of maximum chaos. But even in absolute chaos, rare, random fluctuations can occur. And those fluctuations might change everything you think you know about reality. Given an almost infinite amount of time, anything that is physically possible will eventually happen. Particles will randomly arrange themselves in every conceivable way. Structures will spontaneously form. Most of these structures will collapse instantly, disappearing back into the chaos. But some, by pure chance, might persist, just long enough to become aware. So, what is a Boltzmann brain? It is a fully formed, self-aware consciousness that spontaneously emerges from the random chaos of particles. It requires no evolution, no planet to live on, no history to remember. It is just a mind, a flicker of awareness, floating alone in the vast, empty void of space. Now, here's why this becomes a terrifying problem for science. According to some popular cosmological models, especially those describing an eternal universe, the spontaneous formation of Boltzmann brains should be vastly more common than the evolution of complex observers like us. That means, statistically speaking, you are far more likely to be a fake consciousness than a real one. This paradox doesn't just question your reality, it threatens to break science itself. Imagine a Boltzmann brain. It possesses memories. It remembers a childhood. It feels love for friends and family. It perceives an entire universe, complete with stars and galaxies, but none of it ever happened. Its entire reality is a fiction, a random configuration of atoms. This suggests consciousness does not require a true history, it only requires the right structure. If a scientific theory predicts that most observers are fake and their observations are unreliable, then that theory is fundamentally flawed. It undermines the very foundation of science, which relies on trustworthy observation. This is why modern cosmology actively works to create models that avoid this Boltzmann brain dominance. Because a universe where science itself is a statistical illusion is a universe we can never hope to understand or trust. So, are we safe from this existential dread? Look around. Our universe appears highly structured and ordered. We observe consistent physical laws. We see evidence of a long, shared history written in the stars and in our DNA. This complexity and order strongly suggests we are not the product of a random fluctuation. We are likely real observers in a real, evolving universe. But absolute certainty, that is a luxury that physics cannot provide. The idea of a Boltzmann brain has a strange connection to another popular concept, simulation theory. A simulated consciousness is not so different from a Boltzmann brain. Both have memories without a real origin. Both have experiences without a base physical reality, whether our consciousness was assembled by random chance or by a powerful designer. The end result is the same, a fake consciousness that feels completely, undeniably real to itself. If consciousness can simply arise by accident, a random blip in the cosmic static, then our sense of meaning becomes incredibly fragile. Our identity is reduced to a mere statistical probability. Reality itself becomes optional. The universe, in its cold indifference, doesn't care if you are real or not. It only follows the laws of probability. In the end, you can never truly prove you are not a Boltzmann brain, but you can observe the patterns. You can trust the consistency. You see laws of physics that persist through time. You experience a universe that, for the most part, makes logical sense. Reality may not guarantee absolute truth, but pure, unadulterated chaos rarely lasts for long.